Hey, what's going on, YouTube? We are back again with another serving of Hot Take Sundays. Just three cool hosts from a podcast looking to broadcast our opinions and thoughts and hot takes on all things sports. There's a lot going on. We have the opening day for baseball.
Baseball hasn't officially started yet.
Really?
Because the Mets haven't played.
There you go.
So once the Mets play and once Washington stops ducking, then we'll start the season.
Well, there you have it.
Oh shit, Lindor coming through. We got a high.
You already know.
Is that the new Frankie Smokes?
But what happened though? Didn't they have like a good preseason?
Who?
Seamlessly the Mets.
It's not the Mets' fault.
It's the Nationals' fault.
They got COVID.
Oh, the whole team?
5 people.
God
Yeah,
damn.
so they said, "Oh shut."
They didn't cancel one spring training game this whole time. As soon as the season
what I'm
starts,
saying.
mad pussy. Just saying. You don't want to play the Mets, say that.
No, for sure. But it always feels good to have opening day come through. It's just a different feeling. I don't know. I get a different feeling for baseball opening day and maybe football too. But just something about it. It's different energy. It's spring starting and shit like that.
Warmer weather.
What?
Warmer weather.
For sure. Going outside. Hype that we can finally go to games now too, starting fresh. So
Hype that it's a regular. They're trying to make it already. It's not a regular season.
I know. Yeah.
I'm glad to see that they're trying to make it a actual 162 game season.
Is this the regular start time? Does it normally
Just
start?
about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much. They fluctuate between this time of the year, but
It's first week of April.
yep.
Quick side note.
Yeah.
Shout out to Microsoft getting MLB to show on Xbox Game Pass.
Absolutely,
Super dope.
absolutely.
I don't play too much baseball games, but now I will because it's free.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And it brings a new hype to baseball for me now. Shit's been kind of quiet. It was a relatively quiet offseason, even though some big names move. It's just not the same anymore in terms of marketing. They're down a little bit with that. But
They're the worst at that. Though.
no, they truly are. They don't know how to market their players at all. But look, at the end of the day, something else to watch. I feel good about my Yankee season this year. It'll be interesting. We are favorites to win it.
Win what?
What?
Win what? The World Series?
I don't no.
No.
It's the American League. No, the Dodgers are the favorite. But.
Okay.
But we're up there though. We can win. We can win it. But the Dodgers look scary good. Not gonna lie. After proving it, because they've always been making the playoffs.
They've been making the World Series.
Yeah.
That's what they've been doing.
And they were making the World Series, always losing. They've lost to the Red Sox. They've lost to the Dodgers. They
lost to the Dodgers.
I mean, I'm bugging the Red Sox. What I said, the Red Sox and the Astros. My bad. I'm bugging.
The Dodgers lost to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
They
Well,
beat
they
themselves?
practically have. But they finally broke through last year. Whatever.
They got better.
Yeah, and they got a Trevor Bauer this year. They lost a couple pieces, but nothing significant. So they're like your behemoth team. But it's actually fun because cover athlete of the show is Fernando Tatis Jr. He's on San Diego, which is the same division as the Dodgers, and that should be fun because San Diego's not typically a team that is now. They've added Blake Snell, big pitcher.
Darvish.
They added Darvish as well, so they've
I
added
think garbage. I'm like, damn.
I know, right? Yeah, they've added pieces, so especially in division rivalry, and they were beefing a little bit last year. Machado, who used to be on the Dodgers, is on the Padres now, talking shit back to them.
They played in the playoffs.
Yeah, so shit. We need the sport needs its rivalries back, in my opinion. It needs something. The rivalries could help because they can't market the players, so at least let the rivalries play out. But there's a lot of teams that are contending. The Mets could legit contend this year if they stay healthy.
I hear that a lot though.
Well, you hear the hype from him every year, but
You got it.
with them getting Lindor, they signed him long term.
Yeah, I seen that. That's why I asked. Is that a big deal?
It is.
Yeah,
10 years.
That's
Oh,
a big
shit.
deal.
How old is he?
It's loyalty. He's
27.
Okay.
He's
And he's
almost
26, 27?
almost
Yeah.
no, something like that.
He's nice.
He's
Yeah.
nice. No,
I
that's good.
want
Top
them
3
to be
shortstop in the league.
They robbed the Indians off of that.
Really?
Like I don't know what they're thinking, to be honest with you. But good shit for the Mets. Hopefully they could stay healthy. Hopefully DeGrom could continue to be dominant. It should be.
Is he like the best on the team?
He's the best pitch in the league.
Yeah.
You could make a good argument for that for sure.
Okay, that's what's up.
So hopefully, if the bats continue, they need their young stars to kind of pick up some slack too, like J.D. Davis and what's his face,
Dom
Dominic
Smith, Pete Alonso.
Yeah, Pete Alonso's pretty solid, solidified already, but he needs to pick up his average more. He strikes out a lot. But it's relatively balanced with the exception of the Dodgers throughout. In the American League, the White Sox look like they're serious contenders this year. And finally, we get to boo the shit out of
The White Sox.
and then just finally, we get to boo the shit out of the Astros with this year, which I'm greatly looking forward to. They started already in Oakland on opening day, which I was hyped about. Let's keep the same energy. Fuck them. They talk mad shit afterwards too. I fucking despise them. Not as much as Boston, but they're up there. Boston's gonna be garbage anyway, so I don't give a fuck.
That's good.
Finally, it feels good as a Yankee fan not to have to worry about these motherfuckers, because it's just something about Boston teams. They're never like out of it. Like they could be down like 6 runs in a game, or like 3 goals in hockey, or 15 in basketball. There's just something that they're gonna come back.
Yeah,
I hate that shit.
Patriot.
And
Are they like the best sports town? Or city?
Depends who you ask.
Yeah.
It's like all their teams, don't all their teams have rings?
I'm not gonna front.
They're like the best.
It's yeah.
For a long time, it wasn't.
For a real long
The
time.
only team that was winning was the Celtics.
Yeah, and Patriots
sucked ass.
Pre Tom Brady, Patriots were one of the laughable franchises.
Boston went 100 years or whatever
all of their
long it
team-
was without winning the Red Sox. They were cursed.
Yeah.
So all of their teams have rings, though.
Yes.
Okay.
And recently too, fairly recently.
Yeah. Okay.
So and the Bruins are pretty good this year.
I mean, all New York teams have rings.
Well, of course, yeah. The Nets.
no.
Oh,
Well, they might get one.
Well, yeah, they'll probably get
Oh
one.
my god.
Well, I don't want to
That's
fuck
gross.
them.
I don't even want to discuss them.
Yeah, LaMarco Aldridge is soft too. Fuck him.
I don't know.
But anyways,
that's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it should be a good baseball year. Things are competitive. Hopefully, just the energy can be brought back.
I hope they do a better job
Yeah.
with the show. Like Fernando Tatis being the cover athlete.
Yeah.
He's young, exciting, flashy. They need to do a better.
Speaks fairly
That
good
picture
English
is
too.
fire.
Not to cut ass, but it does help when a face of a sport or one of the big faces can speak English and connect to the American public. He's a cool dude. He's got
That
swagger.
picture is fire. Yeah.
He's got swagger. He
the
plays
cover?
the game with great energy. We've talked about it, I think, actually previously in another episode. But
Market him like he's bilingual fully.
yeah,
His dad was a baseball player. He's famous.
not to be biased too. They need a judge needs to play better, but he's also someone who's marketable too. That they kind of stopped marketing.
Yeah, I haven't heard about him. in a
It's
minute.
been a while.
He's
Yeah.
boring.
A little bit. Yeah.
He's boring. That's
They-
the problem with baseball
they need to
players. They're boring.
Yeah.
Some would say the sport's boring.
Huh?
Some would say the sport is boring.
Oh yeah,
Oh
but
yeah, no, for sure. I won't debate that, but
but that's the thing. Baseball has this thing where they like to get up their own ass.
Yeah.
And have all these rules about shit you're not supposed to do. Like you're not supposed to be excited after a good play.
Yeah.
They
Strikeouts,
don't want
home
you to,
runs.
like, really?
Show up. They don't want you to show up your opponent. Like fuck that
Not-
shit.
Not
Yeah,
gonna-
because didn't they not suspend homie on who was that, the Dodger? Joe
Kelly?
Yeah.
He's my favorite player. I don't even no, seriously, I fuck with what he did. He won too. He got the ring, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I like him. He's my favorite.
Off the fuck the Astros
Yeah,
energy, but
I love that. I wish there was more of that.
Yeah, I'm
the
just
sport.
glad we need to stay on that wavelength. Fuck the
Plus,
Astros.
his name is Joe. Like,
Yeah.
legend.
But yeah, so MLB needs to do a better part in making sure they know how to market. But I don't think we need to have the player marketability just yet because we've been so bad at it. I'm not going to expect it soon. But let's bring the team marketability with rivalries back. Bring back hype. They could do a lot of shit better.
They should just let them fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let this shit be
Stop all
like.
this
I
pussy
think
shit.
this is the one sport where it would make sense to fight because they're not wearing armor. I hate when football players want to fight. It's like you just pad it up. You're gonna hurt yourself.
But yeah.
Here,
And then finally, they did a good move. They're not really progressive in shit, but they moved the All-Star game out of Atlanta as well.
and why is that?
Well, because it had to do with Atlanta making restrictions and changes to their voting laws after, obviously, we all know what happened with the election there. So the Republicans are moving sus, making it harder for people to vote, especially in poorer communities such as minority communities as well. Shit looks funny. I'm glad Major League Baseball called bullshit on that, so they're moving the All-Star game out of there. They haven't announced where yet, but finally they're doing something that is smart, that is responsible, instead of ignoring bullshit. Even though the Braves are still moving a little sus with some things. With that,
The Braves are just sus in general.
Yeah. So,
It's a whack name too.
but finally they're doing something smart. We've called bullshit on them for a while, so I mean,
that's what's up.
But
We'll see how that.
excited to get this season going. Should be good. But on to other things. Real quick, recently we talked about video games already. So we're hyped about the show. But new TV contracts as well happened with the NHL. I'm hyped. I know you're not really hockey fans, but
Hey, you said you made a promise to bring us to a game this year,
well, this year.
so I'm excited.
That was on the podcast, right?
No, he said it like when we went to the Knicks game.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't say.
and he
This,
said he's buying it.
I don't know about this year though.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
maybe not this season. Maybe
Okay.
because there's not many games left.
Yeah, I know. It's halfway
Yeah,
through,
yeah,
right?
It's almost done. They're shortening their season too, so
Thank you.
yo. But something I've been asking and begging for a while in a sport that needs popularity back. NHL made an agreement with ESPN finally because ESPN stopped talking about hockey ever since they
Really?
removed it.
But why what was that rift? Like, why did they?
I didn't know.
ESPN is. Excuse me, my bad.
Jesus, yeah.
ESPN is bitter a lot of shit, and I'm going to talk about it in a second soon as well. Follow up with that. But ESPN gets bitter when a sports league does not make a TV deal with them. It's all this.
No, I know that.
So
I didn't realize
NHL went fully.
Yeah, they never
to,
talk about that shit on
NHL
Sports
fully
Center.
went to.
Really?
I got one
NBC.
hockey guy.
Yeah, they have one hockey. Well, like two. Yeah, no, it's really one.
Like,
Barry
it was like Barry Melrose
It's Barry
for like
Melrose
20 years.
And it's funny because all the anchors on Sports Center are huge hockey fans, especially because they live in Connecticut. It's a big hockey town, and and whatnot. So there's a lot of hockey personalities in ESPN that don't get to talk about it, and there's been a running joke for a while regarding it that they don't ever talked about hockey.
How many years has it been?
Long time.
I really never
I would
noticed
say
that shit.
10, maybe like 15 years. Since they've had it. It's been a really long time.
I didn't realize
They used to
that.
have it on. They used to have it on ABC, the Stanley Cup, which now they will gain some right. They're going to share rights with NBC back and forth, which they also are going to be doing with football too. I don't know if you
It's
guys
crazy because it's
know
a
that.
major sport, and I didn't even realize.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
it was never-
it's look. Let's be real.
But I'm not in that. You know what I
Thing
mean?
with hockey too, they've marketed very much internationally. A lot of the big players are not American. I know it's weird. We're in a very unpatriotic society. I feel like now it's still key for our big players to be American. I feel like for connecting. But it's a big deal. I'm hyped that I think because I enjoy the sport of hockey. I wish more people could enjoy the sport of hockey, and I think this has gained exposure for them, which should help. I think increase interest in the level of the game. So good move by the NHL. Finally,
Good shit.
overdue
Well done.
for that.
Well
But,
done.
Yeah. It's insane that they weren't on ESPN at all.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I literally
it's
did
like
not
the
realize
one
that.
of the four big sports that don't have any. That don't air any games on ESPN. The worldwide leader.
Gotcha. Interesting.
So yeah, but good shit for them.
Yeah.
But just also staying on. Well, I mentioned already. Just really quickly, the like with the NFL, they renegotiated some of their TV rights as well. So ESPN's going to be getting more games as well as Super Bowls in their rotation as well, because it would rotate between. ESPN
networks.
made a lot of moves on the low. So now, because it was always Fox, NBC, CBS would circle Super Bowl rights, ABC is now thrown in there, which is key for them. I mean, it's the NFL, but the NFL also expanded their season to 17 games this year too, on some money moving shit. So, yeah, a lot of changes happened for this past week. So that was a big one for sure. A lot of players are unhappy about it.
How is that going to work?
So the conferences are going to alternate who has majority home games. So the AFC is going to start because it's uneven, right?
Yeah.
It's the one sport now that's going to have an uneven amount of games. The AFC, so every team gets obviously one extra game, and it's going to be against the team in the other conference in the same division, unless you're already playing that team in the regular season. So, like, for example, and it matches where you are in the standings from last year. So, for example, the Jets finished last in the AFC East. They're going to be playing. They now got added Philly to their schedule, who finished last in the NFC East in the regular season. But if you were already scheduled to, like, if they're already scheduled to play teams in the NFC East, because I don't know if you guys know how the schedule is broken down in the NFL. Do you know how that's done?
It's division and difficulty. Based on how you
kind
finish.
of. Yeah. So it's an annual rotation where you play your division opponent twice, home and away. You play one other full division in your same conference, two other teams that match on the same standings level in the other two divisions in your same conference, and then one full division in the other conference. I know it's confusing real quick.
Gotcha.
But that's how now they've added the extra game. It's a money grab. Mad players are unhappy because they're talking about all the health and safety and shit. And it's sus, but it's a money grab. And they're going to go to 18 in like 2 years.
Gotcha.
Just to even out the home games.
All right,
yeah.
that's what's up.
It's a lot of money moves this week in sports. So
Yeah, I'm definitely
That's all it is.
tuned in and paying attention.
But yeah, and then obviously other shit going on right now. Obviously, we're not gonna really talk about March Madness too much because the game is tonight, the day we're recording. When this is out, you'll know who's in the national championship game. I kind of hope Gonzaga just wins it all because they deserve it.
Who'd you pick?
I did pick Gonzaga. My bracket got destroyed everywhere else, but I picked Gonzaga to win it all. Have you watched them play? They are far and above the best team. They move. They on like a different level. They move so clean with the ball. They just seem ball dominant. They're putting up 90 a game.
For college, it's
it's OD. I think their center Drew Timme looks hilarious too.
that's his name, Drew Timme.
Yeah, Timme is the
Jew.
last. Drew.
No,
Drew.
they said Drew Timme. I'm like,
No,
okay.
that's OD.
Wait, are there any Jewish players?
Of course,
I'm
there
sure.
are.
Like that? Can they wear the yarmulke?
They probably could.
That'd be
I think
fire.
JJ Redick is Jewish, right?
I don't know.
I mean, Mike.
Did you ever watch that Jewish Disney movie?
Full court
Yeah.
yeah. That it was actually pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie.
I need my Dr. J card.
Double team was whack though. With the twins. You wiggle her knees.
You know what scene I was watching?
That
Y'all
was
remember
terrible.
the Fresh Prince, the basketball episode?
Oh, yeah, of
when
course.
Will was scoring like 45 points,
Yeah.
and then Carlton took the last shot from him.
And then just one. That's just one thing. For whatchamacallit, for college basketball. Regarding the women's NCAA tournament, son, ESPN has been blowing mine lately because I get like 3 breaking news alerts for a close game. Have you get it too or not?
I've been seeing.
This shit has
And
been blowing
like
my.
Bleacher
I don't give a
Report's
fuck.
been going
They're like,
on.
oh, close game, and I'm looking. There's 9 minutes left in the game. Like, ain't nobody
Close
care.
game, 24-24.
They're trying to hype that shit up because they have the rights to the fight. They want. They're trying to market the women's national championship more than the men's, and it's. Granted, do what you
They
want.
don't
Do
need
what
to
you
advertise
could.
the men's one. It's just
Do what you can.
yeah.
Like, fine, I get it. You want to promote it more.
I see
but,
it. I see it all through my
son,
feed on.
I need
Instagram.
to relax though. Like, it's like over the top, and no one cares. No one cares.
People care.
No one cares. Of
Well, South Carolina lost
what?
yesterday. I seen that. I'm like,
So do UConn, but who's watching?
I hate Gino Auriemma. I hate him.
Why?
He's annoying. He's annoying as fuck.
He's nice though.
He's nice.
But he's nice at coaching. Yeah. And
Is he nice at ball?
UNC coach retired.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Roy Williams.
Word.
We lost Mike
Meme
Woodson
King.
too. He's coaching Indiana. Congrats to him. That's my dog, Mike Woodson. But we've been on a losing streak since he left. We miss you. Come back.
Roy Williams has some of the funniest memes, I think.
Oh, the one with the sneaker.
Yeah.
Roy Williams.
One with the jacket.
Yeah.
He said, fuck.
I like him.
Yeah.
But all right, yeah. So this is another hot take Sunday.
Yeah.
I know a lot of shit happened. So